Jason Whiting brings Tycoon Mikado in.
I'll be waiting on the attendant. Be ready.
They're all locked away. About to break. Racing as well, Zero Demerits jibbed at the start, found itself back last. The Black Watch bounced out first. Headed though by Luke's Logic, driving forward Locomotive. What About Moses jumped on terms and immediately McGruddy snagged it back in behind heels. Clever Dick going up to join it through the first 250, and after that slow start, Zero Demerits is speeding through down on the inside. The speed had slackened right off there at that stage of the race, and Recondition found itself planted. Over on the inside then is Financial Support, Strip the Moon settling in the back half. Ensign Pulver is wider out also, and back there in the field with Bang Crash, Dem Times, and settling down last is Tycoon Mikado. At the 600 though, coming up to the home corner, and it's Luke's Logic on the inside, just in front of the turn by about a half a length over the baldy-faced Locomotive. Behind them, Zero Demerits, who's gone up now, following them into the home corner. And What About Moses pulled out there 3 deep to get a go on. Down the outside, Strip the Moon runs on, and then Tycoon Mikado joining in as well with Ensign Pulver. Locomotive at the 200 reaches the lead from What About Moses though. Locomotive in front, Zero Demerits gets the run on its inside. Zero Demerits and Locomotive together, but it's Zero Demerits down on the inside, drawing away from them, and a big win by Zero Demerits. Beat home Locomotive, and Tycoon Mikado third in front of What About Moses. Then Clever Dick back in the field in company with Ensign Pulver, followed by Financial Support. They were followed further back by Bang Crash. Strip the Moon was next home. A gap in the field then pulling up behind them, Luke's Logic, the Black Watch, Dem Times, and after sitting off the track all of the way, Reconditioned is the last of them in. Number 10 is the winner, Zero Demerits, ridden by Paul Harvey. It was very slowly away from the gates, but he fired it through on the rail, and after settling down last, he was able to, through the aid of a slow early part of the race, dash up and then find the heels of the leader. And then he got the split in the straight and has finished too well for them. Second up, number 10, Zero Demerits for the Gary Crispin yard. A Demerit gelding handled by Paul Harvey. Locomotive reaching the lead and just found wanting first up over 1300. A good performance to sit on top of the speed and be zapped late by the horse that was beautifully placed after that sluggish beginning. And we wait for the outcome of the minor placing. So Zero Demerits takes out the last race for the day, and that's its second victory now in 14 runs, and Harvey saved every inch of ground there on the Gary Crispin train gelding to win the Crown Perth Handicap. Locomotive Mitchell Pateman. And third, I thought it was Tycoon Mikado, but we're waiting on these placings still to be advised after the running of the last for the day, with Ensign Pulver running on. So it's 10 from 2 for Tycoon Mikado, 5 What About Moses, 10-2-4-5 in 1:19.59, 35.29 the split, a length and a half by 1 length, the official margins there. As we can take you back now to Brittany Taylor to wrap it all up from down in the winners' enclosure. And after a very, very slow start, the result has turned out to be a very good one for Gary Crispin and Paul Harvey.
It certainly was. I know Gary's on strapping duty, so we'll just get a quick word from him. But after missing the kick, what was going through your mind?
Well, I thought it was all over when he missed the kick and got back, but when he got that rails run, I was pretty happy. Yeah,
and you'll be happy now. Go lead the horse in. He's on strapping duty, so he has to bring in those. And I tell you what, there was a fair cheer from this crowd. There's a fair amount of owners in this horse. We'll get a nod from the guys. I think everyone's pretty happy, right? They are. They are over the moon. And while we wait for Paul to come in, we might speak to one of these owners. Who wants to come in and tell us, what were you thinking the moment when the horse just didn't jump?
Yeah, didn't jump, yeah. So last start he did exactly the same. We went, oh no.
Hand in your heads, you were thinking, oh no.
What's he gonna do? But he went straight up on the inside, so
it was like you blinked for a second and next minute he right up prominent.
Ride, absolutely brilliant ride, so yeah.
You had a lot of fun owning this horse?
Oh, it's only had 13 starts, so it's a real trier. He just tries. Every time he goes out, he gives it all he's got to try and win, but in the end, yeah, we got it today. So
Real buzz, a lot of connections here. What's the association with everyone? Family, friends?
mainly just guys who got together and said, let's get into a horse. So we got into
Isn't that the beauty of horse ownership? A bunch of mates getting together, and on a Wednesday afternoon you're able to celebrate.
Truly, truly right. Okay.
Congratulations on the win. Enjoy this.
Thank you.
The winning owners very, very happy here for Zero Demerits. Gary Crispin with the horse, leading it back to the stalls, and Paul Harvey just did not panic. What happened out of the gates, Paul?
Well, he was a couple of lengths slow out last start. I reckon he's about 5 today. Luckily, no one really wanted the paint, so you know, just breezed up down the back straight and ended up in a nice spot.
You did end up in a really nice spot after missing the kick. In the straight, when Mitch came to you, did he feel like he just found a few more lengths?
He felt like a lot better horse than what his form suggests. You know, going to the gates, it gives you a good feel. Gave me a really good feeling running and kicked through strong. And late, he was probably not concentrating all that much, so it was a good win.
Glad that you got the win. Congratulations.
Cheers.
Paul Harvey and Gary Crispin combined, and a very, very happy bunch of owners. Pete, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Oh, it's been a great day for betting results. We've almost had a few different stories there. We almost had a near miss with, well, we almost had a near result with Brad Parnham, but it's been a great day's racing.
Yeah, it certainly has. That's all from us here from Belmont. It's good evening from us.